Hey guys, it's your boy MKS here, back here with another video. I hope no one's getting bored of me. I know I'm making a lot of videos today for a bit of fun, talking about some of my passions and ideas. I'm just deciding to possibly, I was going to do some writing today, but I decided to take a bit of a break from my writing to work on these sorts of things. Hopefully I won't have too many embarrassing moments like in my last video. I'll say I think I'll probably take a break from my writing today, and hopefully tomorrow do a lot of writing and do that sort of thing. And unfortunately, I woke up today very tired, and I was woke up late and very tired. So anyway, I'm just going to probably take it easy and hopefully enjoy myself and talk about some of my passions and things that I'm interested in, and have a bit of fun. Hopefully, people will enjoy what I'm talking about. And yeah, so I don't think there's too much else to say than that. I'm not sure if I'll do any writing. I'll say maybe tomorrow I'll do more writing. Hopefully tomorrow I'll do a lot of writing, and I'm not sure if I'll make too many YouTube videos tomorrow. I might. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'll leave it a bit open. But anyway, I'm going to try and get on with this list, and hopefully people enjoy it, and hopefully it won't be too similar to the one I made about Disney on that. Anyway, so number 21. On that note, a lot of the ideas will, to be honest, be similar to Disney, perhaps most likely. Maybe they can borrow ideas of each other, but my goals are sort of similar, if not the same kind of thing for both. And if Red Bull sees Disney do well, if they develop it first, they might want to copy some of their ideas about theme parks, invest in them, about football-related theme parks or whatever, and vice versa. If Disney is not sure about the idea, then they see Red Bull do it and they see it work, then they might think they want to do something similar. And again, I hope for different companies, corporations and so forth to compete to invest in Italian football, and hopefully they'll get tax losses by the Italian government and politicians, because I really want that to benefit Italian football, and hopefully that will increase youth employment, and there'll be opportunities, because obviously they'll have to employ local people, I imagine, to do a lot of things they want to do, and that sort of thing. Whether it's whether it's clerical staff, or if they have offices, they're probably going to need cleaners, and most likely they're going to be local people, so it should create employment as well. But I only really support Italy for football. Like financially / economically, I wish to support nations in Asia and Africa and places like that. But I wish to support everyone who's poor as well around the world. Sorry if that's going to be off topic, but yeah. So a lot of those ideas will be borrowed from one to the other. And since it's my idea, hopefully, obviously, we'll look at how they can copyright, how they can sort of borrow ideas from each other. Number 22. However, having said that, a lot of ideas could be different. Like Red Bull might just want to focus not on the theme parks. They might say, or they might even want to work with Disney and say Disney can do the theme park side of things, and they might do, unless they want to work in competition with each other, they might say you can do the theme park sort of stuff, and we'll do the football related stuff. Or I mean, the theme parks would be football related, but maybe even Disney could open those theme parks and like the land, and then Red Bull could have like the football pitches and tournaments and different creative ideas as well, so they can sort of work in collaboration. Or they might not want to use that, so but that would be up to them, of course. And from these ideas, maybe like I'll leave it open. Like I wouldn't say it would have to be exclusive. I don't want to copyright the idea in terms of it benefiting Italy, and sort of, if at all possible, I only want it to be in Italy or in Glasgow for Celtic. But it could also be, again, it could employ great employment in Glasgow, but as well. But these specific ones that are football related, I want them to only be in Italy or Glasgow. But I suppose it depends on how strong I can copyright these specific ideas. But again, like Coca-Cola could do their own version, so or Pepsi could do their own versions as well, hopefully in the future. So I'm not sure if I want to go into all. I think that a lot of it would be repeating my ideas. So I think whatever I say in these videos could be applied to different companies like Coca-Cola or Pepsi Cola or Lucozade or whatever other company. Maybe Lucozade and Red Bull could compete, see who would invest the most into Italian football, or can make the most creative ideas to benefit Italian football and stuff like that. Again, like looking at who can contribute the most to Italian football, and that would be part of their PR. And people from the diaspora could also help as well. So I'm open to open exchange of ideas, like see, as I've talked about before, like see where it could go. 23, again, I hope they'll invest as much money, time, effort, energy, and so forth into the development of Italian football, and Italian politicians could, like maybe people in Italy could talk about asking politicians what they would do for football, like how much what they would invest or what tax cuts they can bring in for companies that come in and build their own football pitches and stadiums and parks that could be used for football and things like that to help people practice more. And again, bring back those glory days for Italian football. And again, offer tax cuts for companies coming in who can build again or develop football pitches, stadiums, and all sorts of things that can help academies, training academies, five-a-side pitches, and all sorts of things like that. And maybe for poorer people in Italy, like people could get tax exemptions if they provide football grounds for them to practice on, things like that. Number 24, I hope for it to benefit as much of Italy as possible, and again Celtic, and for Italians to be proud of the football team as well, and like to help it to grow. 25, I'm not sure if I mentioned this point, but just like I said with Disney as well, again, I wonder if people would say they're not a big fan of the commercialization. I'm not sure what Italian fans and Celtic respectively think about the commercialization of football, and like Red Bull, Salzburg, some people might not want their club, like AC Milan or Inter Milan might not want their club to be, or again Celtic might not want their club, or Juventus or whatever team might not want their club or clubs to become that sort of team because of the history or because it's just money and it's not got the passion. But I'd love to hear what fans think. Like if Celtic, I'd love to hear from Celtic fans and again Italian fans of Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and so forth, or the league, Serie A, or Italian football generally. Like, what would you think if Red Bull or companies like that, or Lucozade or Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola came in and invested X amount of money into your club? Like, would you mind if the history or the name was changed? I'd love to hear what people think about that. Or are you against the commercialization of the game and that kind of thing? 26. Again, whatever I say for this idea could be applied to any other business. Like, I'm not sure if I want to go through the whole list, but I might mention in this video like it could be like similar for a similar title for Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola or so it could be Pepsi Italia or Coca-Cola Italia, Coke Italia or whatever, which would do similar things to Red Bull, again Lucozade Italia or whatever other companies, and even like non-energy drink related different big businesses. So I hope to like sort of copyright this format as much as possible, certainly make it like so Italy would like be known as the country, and Celtic respectively as well would be known as the places where to invest. So being the first hopefully will mean that more companies will want to invest in those clubs. So maybe I'm being a bit naive. I was wondering whether I should put the idea on paper and share it with people I know and love first, and those people I trust first, or put it on paper and keep it secret. But I thought for a bit of fun I'd share it and see how it goes. 27, again, there could be a list of the top sponsors of Italian football, and again, similar for Celtic, but those who have poured the most into the club, or even just like fans or players or whoever who have done the most to honour the club in Celtic's case, or for Italian football generally, like the national team as well. So there could be like a list of those who have contributed the most, whether that's investing money or whether that's training younger players or fans that have behaved well when they go abroad, so they give the clubs a good reputation, or whatever it is that they've contributed, whether financial or whatever else they've contributed, so they could be honoured by Italian football and Celtic respectively. Number 28, hopefully this will turn Italian football around again to its glory days and make things a lot better, and a lot of investment will be put in, and finally I'll have something in my life I can be proud of. Hopefully if I came up with these ideas and they worked and we managed to get the copyrights and managed to benefit Italian football and Celtic as much as possible. 29, I hope for as many people to help me as possible and support me, like for my fellow Anglo-Indians, my fellow dyslexics, people from the neurodiverse spectrum, like people with ADHD, dyspraxia, autism, or hyperlexia, or whatever other conditions, and anyone else who would support me, I'd be grateful for, and especially Italian football fans and so forth. And number 30, again, hope to see where the idea can go, and if Red Bull does it again, hopefully other companies will do something similar and compete to see who can contribute the most and make their own tournaments or cups or leagues and tourneys, tournaments, cups or whatever. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think as ever, and hope that was at least half decent. Hope you liked it, and I am out. Peace and out.